Hi buddy, welcome once again to my channel. Now talking about channel, we are going to look at or have a review of the YouTube platform and also the Viusasa platform. Now both of these particular platforms, they are video on demand, yeah. But what informs us of maybe why YouTube is popular, or maybe why also Viusasa is also popular? So I'm going to walk you through the main similarities and differences between these particular two platforms. Of course, one difference is that they are implemented in different or models, right? YouTube has got its own model, and also Viusasa has got its own model. But ideally, we can't really say that the two have almost same similarity or differences. Of course, Viusasa is can term it as a new kid on the block, yeah, and maybe it is mostly famous with a local content, right? So welcome once again, buddy. If you want to understand more about the various platforms, talk about e-commerce platforms, you are in the right place. So let's take a look at YouTube. So as you can see, I have my YouTube open. So one of the things or the difference that you need to take note is that YouTube normally you can always access the content within YouTube without actually registering. Yeah, of course you need to register if you are you need to have a Gmail account, but ideally if you want to, like for example, you can see there are various content here. So normally you can just click and start viewing without really being prompted to do what? To register. Now on the other hand, we have Viusasa. As you can see, in fact, one of the things that I'm being told here is to register. So you need to register for you to be able to actually view or ideally have a look at the various content within the Viusasa. So that's one thing, the registration component. Yeah, so one is like you don't need to register to view the to view or to be part of it, but the other one you have to register. Now talking about registration again, I need to emphasize that within Viusasa, even after registering, you can't really again view the contents, yeah, until and unless you subscribe, right? So the other difference that comes on board across these two platforms is that for YouTube, it is free. The content is free. You can always view the contents for free without subscribing. Yeah. On the other hand, Viusasa, you need to register and subscribe. Like for example, I've already registered. The registration is very few steps, and then you are already you'll be registered. Like you can say I've already registered, so I just need to sign in. Yeah, so your phone number and your password, right, and you've already registered. So this is not the end. You need to further subscribe. So you need to proceed and click on the pay. As you can see, there's a pay button on the top right. So you can click on pay. Let's just see what we have here. Yeah, so within the pay, after clicking on pay, for you to subscribe, you need to use some kind of payment methods as shown. So you can use pay, M-Pesa, Visa and T-Cash. Let's assume you want to subscribe using M-Pesa. So after clicking on M-Pesa, we can go as far as looking at the various packages. So you can see Viusasa also provides different packages, packages based on weekly and monthly. Yeah, so as you can see, the money that is required for you, or the amount that you need to pay in weekly. For videos, music is 100, kids view is 150. That's for weekly. Yeah, so you have to subscribe for you to be able to view this content weekly. I mean monthly. Sorry, this is for monthly. Yeah, for weekly, the rates are a little bit lower. As you can see, videos weekly 60, music and kids view. Yeah, so once you purchase or select a given package, you'll proceed to to the ad cut. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the far that I can go. So after you have already after you add them to the cart, you can always proceed and view your content. All right, so that's just maybe one of the difference. You can say you have to subscribe, yeah, and that's how far you can go. Another thing that you need to understand with Viusasa is that you can register also by downloading this particular app within the Google Play and also the App Store. Yeah. So again, YouTube also you can always get it free. Yeah. The same way you can get Viusasa for free. So you can see the other difference, or the other thing that I managed to pick out from these two platforms, is that for the YouTubes, you can see it has a different mixture of categories, very many categories, yeah. And these categories, we can always say that are based on the contents that the user creates, or the various users creates, yeah. So we have different multiple categories that users creates, yeah. But on the other hand, if you come to the Viusasa, we can say that these particular categories are limited, yeah. So the categories are based on the developer or the owners of Viusasa, right? So they are limited to music, ViewPay, gospel. So they are the ones to create the categories, and you have to align yourself to a particular what category. So if you are a producer based on a music producer, I think your part or your category will be music, yeah. So we are limited, yeah, in Viusasa based on the category. So that's another thing that you need to really understand. I'm not saying that Viusasa is not the best, yeah. We are going to say maybe why also we need to appreciate Viusasa. Now when you come to YouTube also, as you know, YouTube again offers the way that you can make money, or the way YouTube makes money is actually through adverts, right? So YouTube makes money through advertisements and other promotion, yeah? But Viusasa will make money from the audience through what? Through subscription. So that's how Viusasa makes money, through subscription, or collecting money through subscription. But again, the YouTube makes money through adverts, right? Now, the game changer here is the Viusasa when it comes to promoting local content. Yeah, I think that's now where we can say that Viusasa takes an upper hand. Now, the good thing with Viusasa is that it aligns, yeah, it aligns what the producers produce locally and match them with the local audience, right? Like we really don't, so it kind of narrows down the competition to the local producers, right? So you'll find that if you're a local producer or local content producer, you're likely to make more money, or a lot of money on Viusasa, right? Because they will market the content locally for you. We're not saying that YouTube is not going to do that, yeah, but Viusasa actually specifies, or actually categorizes their content based on the what? On the local audience. Now, again, when you come to YouTube, you'll see that YouTube also, of course, they promote the local content, but they are diverse. Yeah, they focuses on different contents worldwide. Yeah, so it will take time maybe to promote your content on YouTube as maybe compared to Viusasa, right? So the fact that the Viusasa focuses on promoting local content give it an upper hand compared to the YouTube, right? Now, maybe it goes without saying that also there are some kind of I can say there's some kind of loopholes. Yeah, maybe the reasons as to why maybe the local producers cannot make as much money as required or as Viusasa expects them to make, is that you'll find that, for example, if maybe a producer releases their content, yeah, they will always have some, because they want to make money on both the platforms, YouTube and Viusasa, yeah. So they'll put their content within the Viusasa and also go and place the same content within YouTube. So can you see the danger? People will always go and view their content on YouTube, right? Because they don't need to subscribe or pay any amount on what? On YouTube, right? So that's why it's very, very important, if you're a producer or a content creator, always try maybe to have your, maybe you can have a section or some of your content within Viusasa that you don't really want to display on YouTube, and you can also have the ones you want to have on YouTube, right? Because if you have the your content on both the platforms, chances are your content that are within the Viusasa is not going to be viewed compared to YouTube, because YouTube is very, very free, and also Viusasa you need to subscribe. So I think, ladies and gentlemen, those are the key difference, or what I can really review as per now. But the future of Viusasa is bright. We can't really say that that is it. I know there's still some developments underway. As you can see, we have jobs and tenders. This is another package or another category of content that is very, very good. So maybe in 5-10 years we can now take maybe another look at the two platforms and see whether we can now say that Viusasa can now match the YouTube. But as for now, we can really just say that Viusasa focuses on the local content and you need to subscribe, whereas YouTube is free and there's no subscription. So maybe should you notice some kind of other differences, you can always share within the comments. All right, thanks, and don't fail to subscribe.